Hey, hi YouTube. Hello. What's happening with my screen right now? Hey, there it is. Hi, okay. I'm here. Hello, friends. Okay, so admittedly, it's been a bit of a rush getting this started because I have only just gotten back from dinner and I misjudged how much time I actually had before I got here. So I apologize. It's going to be a little bit of rush getting it set up, but I do want to say thank you guys for being here. If you guys are joining me on YouTube, Instagram, I love you guys so much. I'm really excited to be here right now. I do have a few exciting developments to share with you guys, and we'll get to that in a minute. Ooh, gotta breathe just a little bit. I can already feel myself getting a bit winded, for better or for worse. But like I said, I do have some fun things to share with you guys, and I'm excited by all of it. What I thought we were gonna do tonight, what I thought we could do tonight, is just have a play around in the cards, see what kind of energy is going around us this evening. I have some free time. I hope you guys are sitting back enjoying your evening as well. And we'll just see what's going on. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'm happy to help where I can. My chat box is open. It's actually over here. But I do also have a pinned comment. Where am I pointing? Right here. If you can see the chat, the whatever, I'm pointing obviously very wrongly here, but there is a pinned comment in the chat. That is the link to my commissions page and my tip jar. If you feel that I have some answers for you, if you have questions, happy to help. Very happy to help. But if you feel compelled to give and support, I'm very much appreciative of any kind of support you do give. But please know that it is optional and not an obligation. So again, like I keep saying, follow your heart on that. Okay. Also, been meaning to plug this for a little bit, but I have a Patreon if you guys are interested in supporting me there. It is linked in the description for this live. Apparently you can't have more than one pinned comment in the chat, which is cool. That's fine. YouTube guidelines, whatever. Anyway, Patreon, I'm excited to have that active because I have tons of exclusive content over there. I make extra vlogs in the month. I do a Patreon exclusive video for you guys. So if you want to see the extra content, there are levels that you can support me at if you feel compelled to. But again, with the tips and the commissions, like I said with that, it is an option, not an obligation. So whatever you feel compelled to do, I'm happy for the support. So let's get started here. Disappear sort of for a moment here. I made some purchases recently, and I am very, very excited to have done so because I got some new books. I have been working with the illustrated Crystallary by Maia. Okay, this was the first one. I loved this book, and I found out there was a set of 3 in this series. So it's the illustrated Crystallary, and she also has done the illustrated Herbiary, also by Maia, as well as the illustrated Bestiary. Okay, So she wrote Maia Toll wrote all the text, and Kate O'Hara did all of the illustrations. So I bought the books, I got the cards that came with it, and I thought it would be fun to just play around with them for a little bit, see what messages need to be seen, and go from there. Okay, we'll also be using the Crow Tarot, Guardians of the Night, and Grimalkin's Curious Cats, all by MJ Cullinane. So let's finally get to the cards. Okay, we're just gonna get a very basic energy and go and fill it as it needs to be filled. Okay, and also again, questions, comments, concerns, chat box is open. Comments are going to be viewed at a later date. Do also want to mention that both for Instagram and YouTube, they will be saved in playback. So if you miss it now, you can come back and see it later. So cool beans. Okay. Let's see some base energy here. What do we need to see? Okay, what do we need to see, please? What do we need to see here? Okay. Right, so we have the Altar Priestess, which represents preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. Okay, see Altar Priestess. Let me hold this up a little bit closer for you, Insta Besties. Hello, there's the Altar Priestess. Here it is for you in YouTube. Okay, we have the Swan Queen, which represents transformation, intuition, and patience. Okay, there's the Swan Queen. There it is for you guys up top. And we have the Hungry Ghosts, which represents obsessions, scarcity consciousness, and attachments. Okay. Instas, YouTube. Here we go. All right. So immediately what I'm seeing here is that there's a time of preparation happening where you're getting ready to move away from something negative. And, these, like it says, there have been some attachments and scarcity mindset that has really held you back from moving forward like you want to be doing. Okay, and deep down, you know you don't want to be where you are. You know that this is uncomfortable, this is weird, this is not what you wanted or needed in your space. Okay, you're getting ready to move past it. Okay, and this is where doing things like tapping into your intuition, or doing something as basic as it's called prayer here, but something as basic as maybe meditating or getting deep with your intuitive nature. Okay, also your emotional nature as well. Okay, and it's time. Okay, it's time to help this transformation come to pass, because you've been holding on to it for way too long. Okay, this isn't easy. Okay, it isn't easy, but it's part of your self-care. It's part of the way that you are looking to develop your stability. Okay. All right, let's start with that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a basic energy, and then I'm going to talk about what's hidden, what needs clarifying, and in what ways we can maximize the power that we are seeing right now. Okay, so I'm gonna move into the Maia Toll creations here, and I'm gonna do my best to yeah, I'm going to do my best to read these intuitively. So if you have knowledge of these decks and you know differently, let me know in the comments, chat box, so you know where everything is. Let's go. Okay. Let's see what we need to see. Okay. What do we need here? Okay. Stick them out. Okay. All right. So to start, this is from the Crystallary. We have Sodalite, which is saying come to calm. There it is. Let me get that up close. There it is there. There it is for you there. This is Sodalite. Okay. We have Howlite, which says you are the foundation. Okay, it's starchy up there. There it is. There's Howlite. Okay. And we have Amethyst, which is asking us to expand into wonder. YouTube. Here you go. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, you're rebuilding the foundation under your feet right now. Okay, and it's the kind of thing that you're being asked to look at what you need to do in order to set yourself up for success during this time. Okay, because whereas before there's something in the situation that may have had you being very reactive and unnecessarily emotional. Like let's be real. This time is very emotional and deeply so, but it is the kind of thing that you are going through it because I think instinctively you know that this change is going to be for your best and highest good. Okay. But at the same time that you're being asked to think about all of the possibilities of your situation, there's this sense that the lack of footing and the grounding in your space might be what's keeping you off kilter. What's making you unnecessarily ungrounded, where you don't want to be. Okay, and this is why you're being asked to tap into your intuition, get deep with your emotional nature, and figure out how you can set yourself up for success by finding your sense of calm. Okay. And by that, you'll figure out why you have the scarcity mindset, what negativity you're attaching yourself to. Okay. And also knowing that with a bit of prayer and patience, it will happen, right? You will find your sense of footing again. Okay. All right. Strike the board on that one. Let's see what else. Okay. Okay. So from the Herbiary, we have the Plantain, which is calling you to rewild yourself. Here you go. Okay. You have the Plantain. That's interesting. Oh. Okay. We have the Plantain. We have the Dandelion, which represents perseverance. Okay. I love that sun. Oh, that's cute. Okay. There's the Dandelion. And we also have Mugwort, which suggests which suggests that there's a liminal space or a transitional period. Perfect. Okay. My instinct is telling me that this is also going to be a very good time to explore. Again, explore the possibilities. Get time to get expansive. Okay. Time to get expansive. Explore your possibilities. And know that, this time, however beneficial, it isn't going to be without its challenges. Okay, it's going to come with some things that you might not have expected. Okay, and it may put you in a space of having to wait for certain things to start coming together. Okay, this is where your patience is coming in. This is where your intuition is coming in. This is where you're being asked to really be present and safe, because you already are. Okay, I feel like being in this situation, yes, you're ungrounded and you're not as steady on your feet like you want to be, but you also have support systems around you that will help you feel a little bit more safe than you would have if you were going through this by yourself. Okay. So yes, there's some things you may have to go through. Okay. And again, no, they're not comfortable. No, they won't be easy, but you have a chance to explore all of the possibilities that the situation is going to bring up for you. Okay. So I do like to see that. Let's see the final oracle. What else do we need to see here? What else? What else do we need to see? Okay. Okay. This next one is going to be from the illustrated Bestiary. Okay. All right. So to see our final messages from our oracles, okay, we have the Black Snake, which is asking us to grow our truth and grow in our truth. Okay. We have the Eastern Oyster, which is asking us to deal with the dirt. Okay. Eastern Oyster. Okay, and we have the Screech Owl, which is asking us to get creative. Okay. So for some of you, I feel like there's a creative person in the chat, either Instagram, YouTube. There's a creative person here. Okay, and you're potentially going through some creative block, or generally, if this isn't a creative person, just generally going through some things, again, with the transitional period in your space. And it is time to really get personal. Okay, and personal with yourself. Like I keep saying, there's an element of needing to be within yourself. Okay, now we're going to get into the tarot in a minute, so I can't guarantee it yet if we do get the Hermit card, but I'm feeling very, very clear Hermit energy coming through, because you're being asked to tap into your truths. Let me figure out this intuition card. Nope, gravity, leave it alone. Okay, you have the Swan Queen, and you have the Altar Priestess here. Okay, so like I said, there's a very strong Hermit presence coming through. Okay, and if you know the tarot, that's one of the major arcana here. This Hermit energy, this needing to draw within, is important from the standpoint that you're being asked to find your truth again and grow within that energy. Okay. You've been dealing with a lot. I feel like for some of you, there's definitely a lot going on in your space, and that those things may have caused you to lose sight of who you are as a person, what your personhood is to you. Okay. Again, maybe this is a creative person, like the screech owl suggests, or on the other side of that, another interpretation might be that you are needing to find a creative solution to a difficult issue. Okay. However this is playing out, however this is looking for you, it's time to get real with your truth and your personhood so you can deal with the muck and the negative energies. You want to clear that stuff out of your space so you don't have to carry it with you. Okay. But it's time to get real with your truth and your personhood, so that way your transformation can really take place. Okay. So let's clarify why we're seeing this. It's going to save this. No, actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to save the clarifying hidden and how to use energy at the very end of this portion of the reading. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to get into our tarot. Let's use this as some advice for the situation. What can we take away from why we're seeing some of this? Again, maybe this is going to go the way of clarifying what we're seeing in our oracle, and maybe how we can start ourselves into figuring out how we can best use this energy. Okay. All right. So to get started here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups. Close up there. Hello. Hi, friends. Okay. We have the King of Swords. Okay. So there's definitely options on your table. Okay. The thing with this situation is you're not without options. Okay. Judging that by the fact that we have the Seven of Cups, I think there might be some of you who may be experiencing this transition period who may feel like we don't have, there's nothing you can take with you. There's nothing you can choose that will help you in any way. Well, yeah, I don't think that's true. That's definitely not true, because you have the Seven of Cups, and that means that there's actually quite a lot on your table. Okay. And it's going to be up to you to choose wisely. Okay. You will have to, because you have this Knight of Pentacles. Specifically, this is taking action within the realm of specifically your finances or any kind of material wealth you may have. But because it's associated with Earth, I'm going to say there's a need for you to take action and get rooted again, get grounded, because the energy seems to be very wobbly right now. Okay. And on top of that, you have this King of Swords. Okay. Because this is going to be an immense help, believe it or not, because the King of Swords is very authoritative in their thoughts and their mindset, their perspectives. They know how they see things, and perhaps they're not afraid to call it like they see it. Okay. You personally might be very direct as a person. This is your call. Okay. But, suffice it to say, you're very smart. You're deeply observant. You know what you're seeing, how that thing is making you feel, and what it means to have these choices to make. So, your discernment is very good. I would say your discernment is very good. So that's going to help you make the choices you need to make and get your roots back down again. Okay. Because again, you're transitioning from a past hurt. You're transitioning. Okay. And yeah, that's a good way to get your roots out of the soil. Okay. So there's that. What else? What else do we need to see, please? Okay. Right off the bat. 7. Ooh, okay. All right. So right off the bat, we have the 7 of Wands. Okay. There's the 7 of Wands. It is up there. Okay. And the 7 of Wands. We also have Strength. It's an interesting card to get. It's a perfect card to get because we do have the card. We have a card that suggests perseverance. Okay. There's Strength. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Go back a little bit to our oracle. We had cards that suggest perseverance, but we also had a card that suggests creativity and getting creative. This is a good opportunity. This is a great opportunity to get something like a creative pursuit off the ground. Okay. The big thing that might be holding some of you back, if you're resonating with this, you might be in a process of gathering what you need to start a creative pursuit or put something together in that regard. And it may take, it's perfect time. Okay, here's your Ace of Wands. Okay, it's a perfect time to do that. And it may require some strength and some perseverance to get things off the ground because there's some things that are holding you back. Okay, again, it's not a fun experience, and it's especially unfun when you're having to stand in defense of your own right to do this. Okay, you hold it over here. Okay, this is 7 of Wands, and as you can see, one of our characters is on a high hill, and these other characters down in here trying to knock him off his perch. Perfect, because it's the Crow Tarot. However, you've earned your dues, you've paid your dues, you're putting the effort forward, and you know that you have the capability and the right to stand in this energy and be present with this energy. Okay, because you've gotten yourself through difficult things before, and this might not be the last challenge you ever go through in your lifetime. Okay, but you have the strength to persevere and to show the world that your creative ideas matter. Okay. You know, your creative ideas matter. People might be silencing you and they might be trying to silence you, but you might be that one person that stands out in the crowd. Even if your voice is one voice, it still has the power to affect the change that you want to see. Okay. Again, it's a good person. It's a good time to stand up and make your ideas happen. Okay. Make your ideas happen. Okay. What else do we need to see, please? What else do we need to see? Okay. What else? Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. And Queen of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. The Eight of Wands. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, so that's interesting. Because in this portion, what we have here is some very deep need to do this. Okay. There's a lot of emotion attached with this creative project, this idea, there's just a deep, powerful need for you to make this part of yourself known. Okay. And like I said, I'm kind of flabbergasted at the synchronicity of this here, because like I said with the oracle, it's time to get deep with your emotions and your intuition and use that as the trigger for this creative pursuit. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Just a disclaimer for those of you new to my lives, I may start crying. If I do, there's something in it that is important for me to tell you. And whoever this is resonating with, I need you to know that you're not alone. Again, you do have support systems. You don't have to do the Seven of Wands energy by yourself. Okay. And even if it feels like you are standing alone, you know how you feel. Okay. You truly know how you feel. You're not alone. Okay. You're not alone, and you're in authority over those emotions, first and foremost. And secondly, you're using that. You're using your emotions to create a space where they can be nurtured and allowed to grow. Okay. And especially where it comes to this creative pursuit, this need to do it. You have to do it. It's not an option for you. Okay. Because you've held on to whatever this is maybe far too long. Okay. It's far too long. And the thing of it is, the thing is that you have so much emotion tied to this that once you let it go, it's really gonna go. It's really gonna hit. And once that transition gets started, you're gonna find that you're moving fast. Okay. And this is why I say get deep with your emotion, go deep with your intuition, and perhaps, just maybe, perhaps, you're gonna see things moving in a way that you didn't expect. Okay, this is compelling and it's important. Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. After we get done with the last card, if you'll give me a minute, I'm going to go through and see what the main suit coming through is, because I feel like that might give us a hint at what's really coming up underneath. On top of that, we do have some hidden and clarifying energy to go through as well. So this is, for some of you, this feels really big. There's a lot of stuff going down, and there's a lot of stuff going down. Okay, let's see it. What's going on, you guys? What else do we need to see before we get into our hidden and clarifying energy here? Okay. All right. So, okay. So, we're almost done with our tarot here. To get the main portion finished, we have Justice coming through. Okay, there's Justice. Get you up close over here, Insta Besties. Justice. Here you go. Okay. With Justice, we have King of Cups coming out again. So yeah, there's some emotion, but it's something that you're not letting yourself necessarily get overwhelmed by. Certainly, you're feeling it. Okay. Did I not say there was Hermit energy coming through? Holy crap, you guys. Okay, all right, so we have the Hermit. Yeah. Let me just talk about this for a minute here, and then we'll get into the other cards. There's going to be some time where you need to be away from society. Okay, you need to get deep with yourself. I might be retitling the name of this live, okay? Certainly it'll come through on Instagram. But yeah, there's going to be a need for you to go deep with your truth and find your truth. Stand in it. Let that be your creative drive. Let that be the thing that allows you to rebalance yourself. Okay? I'm renaming this live. Wow. The Hermit makes an appearance. Okay. All right. Like I said, remove yourself from the noise and the chatter and find your emotional balance again, because you are transitioning and you are making changes, and you know those things might be challenging and you may have to face them, but you have the strength and the endurance and the perseverance to stand in this time and in this period. Okay. I love it when that happens. If you're new to my lives or to my videos, first of all, thank you for coming and welcome in. But sometimes synchronicities just start happening, okay? And I do very much love to see when that happens, okay? So what we're going to do, we are going to get into our hidden energy. So this is the energy that is underneath everything. What do we really need to see to clarify what's going on? Okay. All right. Get my cards organized here. Okay. We have both oracles and tarot, so let's see the hidden energy, please. Okay. Okay, to start our hidden energy, we have the Lady of the Gift, which represents generosity, receiving, or withholding. Okay. So Lady of the Gift. Ooh, okay. We have the Smoky Quartz, which is asking us to fall apart. There it is up there. There you go. Okay. We have Vervain, which is asking us to let magic in. Okay. Okay. And we have the Barn Owl, which is asking us to listen for spirit. I'm going to equate this with intuition, so if that resonates a little bit better, listen for spirit, listen to your intuition, or maybe you're working on finding your intuition at this time. Okay. Yeah, it's time. Part of this is definitely asking you to open up a little bit. Okay, because you've been so closed off that like I said, with the Hermit, the chatter is just really yelling at you. And it's really uncomfortable. Okay. But you're in a time where retreating and moving away from what it is that makes you uncomfortable, that's your time. That's your moment. That is going to be where you take the time to let go. Let go. Yeah, let go. I don't know how else to put that because you're in a time where, if you believe that you have magical abilities, or you are maybe a highly sensitive, or you have or if you're highly sensitive, this is the time where your intuition is going to be giving you a lot of hints. You're going to be downloading a lot. Okay, like I said, you also have the Eight of Wands. So, things are going to be moving fast. But if you let yourself retreat and come out of that, come out of the chatter in specific, you'll find that the magic, your magical abilities, your intuitive abilities, your gifts are going to feel a lot stronger. Okay. And, in this, before this time came up for you, you were probably hiding away a lot of your truths. And frankly, the world needs you to be authentic right now. Okay, because there's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on. The world needs your authenticity and your personhood. Okay, and when you let yourself fall apart, when you let the wall come down, when you can be safe to feel vulnerable like that, then it becomes a matter of what you are going to be able to do with your magic when you feel safe to come back. Okay. Hidden energy for our tarot, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay. Well, part of this hidden energy is, I think there's a hidden fear of taking action during this time, because you have a question in your head of whether this time is going to be worth it to you. Okay, you've put in so much effort, and you put in so much gusto. You went at it. You're gonna take your fist. You're gonna beat the brick wall down if you have to do it brick by brick, right? That is determination incarnate, my friend. And I believe in you, but deep inside, deep down, very subconsciously, you're looking at this dent you've tried to make in this brick wall, and it's like, well, I haven't done anything. Why am I doing this? Why is this going to be worth it to me down the line? Fair. Okay, that's fair. I think you're unintentionally causing yourself pain by trying to hide your truths, trying to hide away, trying to go at a brick wall with just your bare hands. Okay? Because it's not letting you take action effectively. And in fact, it's putting you in a mindset where you're almost ready to give up. Okay? Because you're looking at what it is you're trying to do and feeling a lot of stress, a lot of hurt. Again, this is why I'm saying you're hurting yourself unnecessarily, because there's a mindset that you need to take action on. Hold the right card here. But it's causing you pain because you're not letting yourself really listen to your heart and understand how you can really do what you're meant to do right now. And if that means dismantling a brick wall one piece at a time, you might need more than just your fists, right? You might need more than just your hands. The fact of the matter is that in all of this, if you are trying to take care of yourself and take care of everybody else, sometimes that's going to mean making a sacrifice. Okay, sometimes that's going to mean that you stop what you're doing for a time. Okay, clearly you're being asked to pause, to listen to your heart, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, because that's giving you hints. Okay, it is definitely giving you hints. And in order to do that, you need to pause, you need to slow down a little bit. Okay, and know that even if you do have to sacrifice some things, you still have plenty to go. Okay, you're never out of the things that make you you. Okay, so that was hidden. That was the hidden energy. Let me get into the clarifying energy and let's see what needs to be clarified here. What do we need to see clarified? Well, actually, the better question is how can we clarify everything right now? Just seeing a lot of information. I want to make sure that I'm delivering it as effectively as I can. Okay. So, for our clarifying energy, let's see, we have the Well Watcher, which represents the wisdom and the power of the divine. Okay, Instagram. Here you go. That's the Well Watcher. Okay, we have Emerald, which we have Emerald, which is asking us to choose our initiation. It is there. There it is. Okay, choose your initiation. We have Valerian, which is asking us to release our rigidity. Okay. Alrighty. And finally, we have the House Mouse, which is asking us to work together. House Mouse. There we go. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you're not alone in any of this. Okay, you're really not alone. And obviously we get here with this, the House Mouse. Okay. But with this power of the divine card, this wisdom, this Well Watcher card here, what I'm getting the sense of is that there is a need to just very generally, a need to pause and a need to go deep. Okay. Because ultimately, your support system right now is probably more, what's the word? It's likely to be more of a spiritual support. Okay. Meaning that you have a support team, you have angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, whatever energies you want to work with. Maybe you do a lot of deity work. That's cool. You have a choice here. You have a lot of choices here. But whatever it is that you're tapping into, work with it. Genuinely give yourself a chance to work with it. And don't hold yourself to such a rigid expectation that you lose sight of why you're doing this in the first place. Okay. There's a lot, again, there's really a lot going on right now. Okay. And you have choices. You have some tasks ahead of you. Okay. Those tasks need to be addressed in your own way. Excuse me. Okay. And sometimes that's going to mean releasing the chatter around you and doing it for yourself. You do have the Hermit card, so there's this element of personal truth that needs to come into this. Okay. But yeah, part of this is tapping into your intuition, tapping into the energy of your spirit team, and know that you're strong and capable of persevering through this time. Okay. All right, so let's see some clarifying tarot cards here. Okay, so we're starting with the Six of Swords. This is transition incarnate. Okay, Six of Swords. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, there's Seven of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands. So there's definitely some transition energy coming through, and it has been coming through good and hard this entire reading. Okay, but the element of also being off kilter, okay, is coming in good and hard too. Okay, this is just confirming what we already know in this reading, right? It's important for you to understand that another element in this reading is that you have the capability. Remember also that you have the justice card in here as well. So this is the perfect example of balancing yourself when things get tough. Okay. Again, movement's happening, and actually it could be happening pretty quick. Okay. The fact of the matter is that another part of this releasing that you might have to do is the negativity that comes from hiding away. Okay, I'm going to get real here. This is something I grapple with a lot. Okay, because for as much as I give, as much as I write for my blog, as much as I like doing these tarot readings, as much as I like giving private readings for other people, okay, sometimes my brain plays the trick on me that I'm not seen, that I'm not appreciated, that I'm not loved. That's not true. That's not true. I have my family. I have, I believe that I have guides. I believe that I have loving, abundant energies around me that are helping me through challenges. Okay. But sometimes my brain just tells me otherwise, and it's not fair that I do that to myself. Okay. So if you're resonating with that, the mindset that you're not seen, that you're not cared about, that you're not loved, maybe that's BS. Maybe that's a load of BS that you need to release yourself from, or at the least become aware of. Okay. All right. And once you shine, once you get the windows clean, once you polish the mirror, you're gonna find that your light is there, and it's shining, and it's bright, and it deserves to be seen and appreciated. Okay. Again, part of this, there's a creative pursuit attached to this. So of course, your presence is going to be necessary. Okay. And if you're tied up, if you're hiding your candle under a bucket, what's the point of lighting the candle? Right? What's the point of lighting the candle? Well, if you take the bucket off and let your light be seen, then people are going to see it, for better, for worse. People are going to see it. Okay? Finally, how do we use this energy? It's transitional energy. How are we going to be using it for our best good right now? Okay? We have the Rainbow Prince, which suggests perseverance, but also compensation. Let's go with perseverance. Let's talk about it in a minute. Okay, perfect energy, perfect synchronicity here. Okay. We also have the Celestial Quartz, which is asking us to become inimitable. I think I said that correct. Get that up close so you can read that. There's Celestial Quartz. Okay. All right. Have that. All right. We have the Burdock, which is asking us to tap our resources. Okay. All righty. Okay. And we have the Sea Eagle, which is asking us to renew our lives. Okay. Get that up close for you on Instagram there. Okay. So how do we use it? Well, first of all, we need to remember that we can persevere. Okay, that's coming through good and strong. It's another one that's coming through good and strong here. But we also need to know that the power to make a life that is uniquely our own has always been ours. Okay, and it's been ours to the point that nobody else can take up our space. Nobody else is taking up our space. I can't take your space. You can't take mine. We're not going to go to the guy in the corner and say, hey, I'm moving into your place. Let me live your life. Like, no, we can't do that, because we're already taking up the space we're meant to take up. Okay. We have things in that space that are important and uniquely ours. Okay, this life is ours to live. Okay, and if you have someone trying to dictate in your ear how you should be living your life, that's frustrating. I get it. I have someone in my life who tried to do that to me, and we're distant. Unfortunately, we are distant now. But doesn't mean I don't love this person very much. It's just we can't, we have to be at arm's length right now. Okay. Now the life that person wanted me to live was not mine. Okay. And if you're resonating with that example, then something from your past is needed to be released. We're having a water break after this. Let me finish my thoughts here though. You have the chance to make a life now that is uniquely your own. Okay. Outside of the chatter, outside of the BS, outside of the dirt, you have that power. Okay. Because the one quality that you have that is coming through very strongly is your perseverance. Okay, your perseverance, your strength, your ability to know for yourself what you want and how you feel. Okay. Clarifying tarot, please. What do we need to see here? Okay, we got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Okay. We have the Six of Coins in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. I will read that in reverse here. Let's see how that affects it. Okay, we also have the Seven of Wands coming back out again, which is interesting. We also have the Knight of Wands possibly coming back out again. I think that might have been the Knight of Swords. Let's do the let's see what this portion of the tarot, how do we put this together? So frankly, what this chatter, let's talk about the chatter that you may have been experiencing in this situation here. What this chatter has possibly caused in your space is a sense of being unable to reciprocate any energies you may have been asked for. Okay, so there may have been someone giving you something. Again, maybe this is unwarranted, unsolicited information or advice. Okay, and it may have put you in a place where you feel unsafe to be open and vulnerable and give your energy like this other person was expecting. Okay. And the desire for that is to protect your happiness and your joy. Okay. I'm feeling like my butt is just about to be kicked right now because that's what's going on with me and this other person, this other relative. Okay. But the major point here is that you're not in a place where you can be open and generous, because this Seven of Wands energy has really put you on the defensive. Okay, so how do we use this transitioning energy? We need to address this issue. Okay, and in order to do that, I think in order to reasonably do that, we have to understand that we still have a lot of ability to reconnect, especially with what brought us joy. Okay, this is where we're taking action on the inspiration, the passion, the happiness that we used to have as specifically as kids. Okay, but finding that fire, finding that joy again. Okay, on the other side of all of this movement, on the other side of all of this transition, there will be a sense of joy and happiness again if we allow ourselves to feel that fire, feel that passion again. And in order to do that, we're going to have to really, we're going to have to step back and cancel out the noise. Okay. So let me, if you'll give me a minute to sort the cards, I want to see what kind of, what prominent suit is coming out. So in the tarot, there are 4 suits. We have swords, wands, pentacles, and cups. And those are associated with certain physical aspects of our modern world. So I feel like there's a lot of clues that can be had to help enhance this reading. So if you will indulge me on this front, let me see what I can do for you there. Okay. Wands, cups, wands, MA, wands, swords. Okay. So 4, 5. There's 5 cups. I have 5 cards from the suit of cups here. So there's definitely some emotions that are, some deep emotions coming through here. 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 wands. Okay, so those emotions are running deep and they're running fairly strong. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pentacles. So it's definitely important that you kind of get your feet rooted again. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. This is actually well distributed. Okay. We do have the major suit coming forward as being our wand. So yeah, there's definitely some deep emotion coming through here, right? But the thing is, it's going to you're going to have to use all of this to get a grip on the perspectives that you're carrying with you right now. Certainly root yourself. Certainly give yourself a chance to feel your emotions and know that you have what it takes to process them during this time. Because again, lots of transition. A lot of transition happening. As for the major arcana here, I'm only seeing 3, those being the Hermit, Strength, and Justice. So your personal truths are going to be what balances things out for you at this time. And you are strong enough, whether you realize it or not, to go through this period of time. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. If you've stuck with me through this time, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being with me. I'm not quite done yet. I don't feel the need to shut things down yet, but if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I am happy to help where I can. Chat box. You'll find it. You'll find the chat box. Comments. Check out my social media if you guys are interested in doing so. It's linked in the description. Friends on Instagram, I have not forgotten about you. If you'd like to get in touch with me, the link to my coffee and I think it's my coffee page, but anyway, check my bio. That's where you're going to find my coffee page. Friends on YouTube, it's all listed in the description. So yeah, I hope this part of the reading has been helpful. Let me know. I'm happy for the feedback. Here's your water break, guys. Cheers. Okay. So, I did mention that I have some updates for you in the description, and I'm kind of I'm very excited about having this little development happen. So my there are some family members that recently came into a new vehicle, and in order to be able to maintain their ownership of this vehicle, they've had to finally start liquidating their storage unit. And there apparently was some old furniture from my grandparents in that storage unit, and I was asked if I wanted any of it, or if they should consider selling it. And I decided that given my office redo, I was going to take on some of the furniture from my office. And as it turns out, I might be very close. I might be closer to moving into my new filming location than I thought I would be. So I'm very excited by that. I still don't have a final date for that move. Hello. Yes. Anyway, I will be getting into my my office space very soon. Yes, I'm happy to help you. I hope you're doing well. If you feel safe to ask a question, please do so. I can see what I can do for you. Okay. Also, let me know if you want just tarot or just oracles, or if I can use both for your reading. Okay. Yeah. So that office space, it's still mildly chaotic in there right now, but I'm very, very excited. Very excited to finally be getting that project done. So okay. Well, let's see. Let's just do some single cards. We're looking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anything you feel safe in asking, I'm happy to help with. Okay. Okay. So just yeah. So we're gonna look at a few cards from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. This is by Colette Baron Reid. Okay. We're gonna pin that real quick. We do have a question. Let's see. Let's see what we need to see here. Okay, we're gonna start. We're going to start with the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, which represents discernment, clear visions, and details. Okay. And let me get into the other oracles and see what I can do for you. So okay. So starting with this Ringmaster card here. Okay. We have Black Tourmaline, which represents transmutation. Okay. All right. We have the Lavender, which represents tough love. I'm going to interpret this Lavender card as this distance is really hard. Okay. And we also have the Earthworm, which is discovering your purpose. Okay. I think in your situation, there could be some things that you really have to be honest with yourself and your partner about. Okay. Like I said, how I'm going to interpret this card for your situation is that there's literal distance between the two of you. Okay. And again, you may have to be very honest about what is what's really going on. I feel like there could be some things that you're possibly in denial over, and for this, I don't think this is resistance that you're deliberately doing to yourself. You're not saying, okay, well, there's A, B, and C in this situation, and I'm not going to look at any of it because I want this so bad. Okay, I don't think this is a resistance that you're doing to yourself on purpose. Okay. But again, this could be something that you really need to get honest with yourself about. Okay. Something tells me that this person, of course, means the world to you, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay. What you might need to do for yourself is give yourself a chance to really think about what you want from this relationship and whether being in a long distance relationship is actually helping you get to that goal. Okay. I hope that helped. Yes, I do tarot reading. Hello, how are you? If I can use your name, I apologize if I'm overstepping here, but at We Vibes, yes, I do tarot reading. And if you have a question that you feel safe in sharing, I'm happy to answer. Okay. 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 If there's any way I can help, please let me know. If you feel safe. Yeah, if you feel safe to have a question answered, I'm happy to do so. Okay. Okay. No, if you don't feel comfortable giving your name, please consider your privacy for purposes of answering your question. I did. I apologize if that's over the line, but if you don't feel safe giving your name, please don't give your name. Okay. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Okay. Surgery. Okay. Why am I doing this here? Okay. I'm reorganizing my cards. I've just gotten done with a fairly large reading before questions came in. So let me get to your cards here. Okay. So we do have a question, and I am going to pull some cards for you, my friend. So surgery help. Okay. Okay. Let me see cards. I feel yeah. Okay. First question is about Watcher who will be having surgery. This one's for you. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. Okay. And we have the Fool. Okay, so for the Watcher that is having surgery, there's definitely a leap of faith going on. Definitely a leap of faith. And you know what? I get it. I get it. This is really nerve-wracking. This is really nerve-wracking. And it's bringing up a lot of emotion. Yeah, I can tell it's coming through. This Fool card is definitely, I can tell it's resonating. Okay, here's the thing that you need to understand though. It's very emotional. Okay, and it's I feel like it's kind of putting you in your head, and it's your thoughts are racing over this. That's okay. I need you to understand that it's okay that you're nervous. Okay. Please don't feel ashamed of being in your feels right now. Okay. See, you also have the Five of Swords here, which may have it may have the effect of you feeling like you're sacrificing part of what you have for potentially part of what you need. Okay. And that's it. It feels weird. It's really weird. Again, because this nervousness, this taking a leap of faith here. Okay. Yeah, it's this is big. This is really big. Let me pull some more cards. I don't feel right just leaving it there. I'd like to see how what I can do to give you a little bit of comfort. Let's see what's hidden here. What's hidden here? Okay. You have the Queen. You have the Queen of Swords. Don't feel sorry for giving that energy. Okay. Like I said, I'm really happy to help, and I'm honored that you would trust me with this question. Okay. You have the Queen of Swords, which is, I think this is going to benefit you because this is a very smart, observant, frankly, very powerful energy. Okay. You are in your head, but you are, I think, using that to observe and try and understand your situation as best as you can. Okay. And, the clarifying energy, so this was the card on the very bottom of the deck here. The fact of the matter is that, I see. Okay. The fact of the matter is that there are some unknowns. There are some unknowns in this situation. And, there are some unknowns. But the thing is, again, you're smart. Okay. Yeah, you're smart, and you have a lot of good mental energy going on here. So I do think you know how to take care of yourself right now. Okay. And again, you're not doing it alone. Okay, I do get the sense that you have a good support system around you, and that um, you're very much loved and taken care of. Okay. I'm going. Yeah. Okay. I hope that helped. Let me go back up and see what our second question. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see how we can handle. Let's see how we can handle this. Okay, we vibes. This is your question. If you're still with us, let's see what we need to see here. Okay. All right, so we're going to start out with, we're going to start out with the Nine of Wands. Okay, and we're going to start out with the card for death. Okay, thing with the death card, this is just a transitional card. Okay, this is just the energy changing forms. So it isn't, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone is going to physically die. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that there is a change in the energy that's giving you it's being resisted. Okay, it's being resisted, and part of this feels a little bit, unfortunately, it feels a little bit toxic. And I do need you to be careful in how you feel in this situation. Okay. I don't want to tell you not to pursue this situation, but I also don't want you to feel like you are giving your energy away unnecessarily. So that's why I say your discernment and your intuition are going to help you figure out your situation here. All right. You also have the Five of Cups coming up here, which suggests to me that there's something very disappointing happening here, whether this is a disappointment that, you know what, I don't want to, I'm not going to place the blame here. What I am going to say is that if you are feeling kind of lost in this situation, it could be because you're not necessarily noticing that you have two cups still upright. Recall that you have these three cups down here that are toppled. So it could be that you need to stop looking at the disappointment in this situation and potentially move on. Okay. Again, I want you to follow your heart. Please take this reading with a grain of salt. Okay. And please know that nothing I say is stuck in stone, and you have the ability to remove yourself from the situation. Okay. What I say doesn't always go. Okay. Let's see. See what else. All right. Okay. We vibes, you also have the Seven of Cups here, which is that you still have options. Okay. You still have options. This isn't the only person you're going to be involved with or have feelings for. And it isn't that you're going to be stuck trying to find. Yeah, you have options is what I'm trying to say. Okay. And it will be up to you to decide what's right for you. Okay. And please know that, again, you're not stuck in stone. If this relationship doesn't work out for you, it's okay. Feel the pain, feel the hurt from that, okay? Because it would be disappointing if it doesn't work, okay? And I really do hope for the best for you and this other person, okay? But again, you're not stuck in stone, and it can and probably should change, okay? And you know what? You have the King of Pentacles coming out too, which is really important, I think, for you to see, because you have the power to exercise your own self-worth and your personhood, and you have the power to act on your values and your morals, okay? So if you feel that you are being if you feel that you're being shut down by this other person, it might be time to let her be on her own and find yourself again. You already have resources and things that you are you're already carrying with you, okay? And it doesn't need to be debated. It doesn't need to be there's no debate. You are who you are, and that's important and beautiful and perfect, okay? Why debate it? Okay? Sure. And that's what I'm saying, though. You have options, and you know what? The pain you're feeling, the disappointment you're feeling is real and it's valid, okay? But I also want you to understand that you are your own person, okay? You are your own person. Give yourself the chance to feel your feels right now, okay? As for feelings, if it's this other person, I do think there are feelings that this other person has. I don't know if they are coming through for you. Now, I want to be careful here because I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you in person or this other person. So I do want to be clear that there is a lot of emotion coming through in this reading. I don't know if I can safely pinpoint it. Okay? Yeah. So let me pull some cards and see if I can find some way of offering a little bit of comfort, because I know that this part is hard and it's painful, and I'm really sorry. Ultimately, it feels like you got friend zone. You got you in the friend zone, and that sucks. How do we comfort? How do we offer some comfort here? What do we need to see for some comfort here? Okay, well, yeah, we're definitely acknowledging some pain. Okay, acknowledging some pain, some heavy emotion. Okay, there's some deep emotion here. I think what you need to understand here is that it's not, oh, honey, okay, friend, you're stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. Okay? Because what's going on is that, yes, you're feeling pain, and yes, you're deeply, deeply connected to this person. Okay? But remember that you have amazing things about you. Okay? That you are so capable of bringing through, especially during this time. Okay? If yeah, you're strong. You're strong. I don't have the pleasure of knowing you in real life, but if I ever got to meet you in real life, I think I would be very blessed to know you, because you have so many strong, good, wonderful things about you that you already carry, separate from this other person who apparently doesn't want to see you as the amazing person that you are. Okay? I hope that helps. Yes, let me see how I can help. How can I help you? Okay. 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 Do one more reading, then I need to call it quits, because it's getting late in my part of the world. Long time. Okay. So this person is feeling a little bit stuck. What should I do? Okay. Properly, what should I do? Okay. Well, let's see what we need to see here. How can we help? Okay. How can we help? Okay. Well, right off the bat, you have the Nine of Wands. There's some. Okay. I think there is some feeling of heaviness, and you mentioned it in your question. There is some feeling of stuckness, like you've come to a boundary and you've hit a wall. Okay. That's a feeling. Certainly, I think we've all gotten there before. Okay. So yes, I think there's something in your space that has caused you to hit a wall. Okay. Now you have the Sun in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. So there's definitely a lack of clarity and a lack of ability to see the next step. Okay. I don't like leaving it there. No. How do we help that? How do we help it? What else do we need to see here? What else do we need to see? Okay. Well, you also have the Three of Wands. I think, sure. Okay. Let me finish this question here. For this student in the chat here. There might need to be some planning that goes on a little bit differently. Maybe this is figuring out your time priorities a little bit differently. Maybe this is allowing yourself to rest. Allow yourself to rest. I think you've been hitting this a little bit hard. Okay. And again, it might be give yourself a chance to find the breaks where you can. And, part of that is letting yourself plan and letting yourself gain some clarity. Okay. Okay. So, for your outcome here, let's see here. Okay. Well, one outcome that needs to happen here is that the situation does need to transition. Okay, this looks scary. This looks strange, and I don't blame you for being mildly uncomfortable seeing this card. But it does need to change. Okay, whether it's for this other person's benefit, and ultimately I think this might be certainly for your benefit as well, that this situation needs to change. There is also a lot of dissatisfaction with this situation, and you have expressed it. Ultimately, what I'm hearing is that it does need to be released. Okay, it does need to be released, and it will cause some heartache. Okay, this is a heavy feeling. Okay, the thing is, what's underneath this is a reconnection to the things that brought you joy in the past. Okay, you'll be able to reconnect it, and this heavy feeling won't be heavy forever. Okay, won't be heavy forever, but you know what? You do have the ability to persevere. Okay, you do have the ability to persevere. Okay, good luck. I hope, I really hope this helped. Okay. Thank you. I wish you the best too. Okay. As for your exam prep, will you be able to pass the test? Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. All right. As for your test, as for your exam, part of you, yes, you know what? I believe I mentioned it with your reading, but I'm going to mention it generally. The readings I give are just me giving information that I see in the cards, that how I've come to the understanding of the cards. You're not bound by anything I'm saying in your reading. And if you are discomforted, and like if I give you a piece of advice that you're kind of red flagging, like your red flags are up, please understand that you have the ability to change it. Okay, so if I'm telling you that your situation needs to change and you know differently, you have every right to take what I'm telling you with a grain of salt, and especially true because I'm on the other side of a screen from you. Okay. If you don't agree with any of my readings, fine. Okay, totally fine. I think tarot is a very fluid and it can be very powerful if you know how to use it properly. And this is why I will tell anybody who is coming fresh to tarot that you need to practice. This is not immediately intuitive. It wasn't immediately intuitive for me, but I had to really practice it. I really had to go hard at it. And it was something that I found a lot of empowerment in, and especially because I started reading professionally for people during COVID. Or shall we say the pandemic. Let's be careful here. So a lot of people were scared. I was scared. Okay. And I found a lot of empowerment from helping people in this way. Okay. So again, if you disagree with my reading, cool. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that. Okay. Again, because tarot is a very fluid and very powerful. It's a very fluid and very powerful tool. Like another chat member said, it is energy, and energy is very much about the change. That's why we have the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. That's the perfect example for that. Oh, good. Good. Okay. Yeah. So back to our exam taker. Okay. One thing that I think will get you right along the way is don't put yourself so far into your own head that you start getting analysis paralysis. Okay. I'm getting here this 8 of Swords card. It feels there's a possibility of you running the risk of really getting anxious and in your head over all of this. Okay, and that's why you're getting the 4 of Swords. Okay, because you do what you can and then close the book at the end of the day and say, you know what, I've done enough. I need to give my heart and my head a break. Excuse me. Okay. But also know that you are in authority. You have the authority to order the information for your exam in a way that is going to make the best sense for you. Okay. I love this Emperor card. This is full and complete control, and you have the capability of taking that for you if you give yourself the chance to do the work, close it at the end of the day, and give yourself a break. Okay. Okay. You also have the Star, which suggests that you, again, we're going back to your stuck energy here. You have the ability to unstick yourself. And in fact, I'm going to pull up that 8 of Swords again. Because like I said, you have the ability to unstick yourself. Okay? The stuck feeling, the stuck feeling is all you. Okay? I don't mean to be confronting like that, but you're putting yourself in this mental pitfall. Okay? And the thing with the 8 of Swords is you're not as stuck as you believe you are. Okay? Especially true because you have the Star. Okay? One of the one of the decks that I have, it's called the Rider-Waite deck, and that is not only a historically important tarot deck, but it's also used to teach the tarot. The way you're going to see this card, no, I don't have it on me. Okay, the way you're going to see this card represented in the Rider-Waite is it's a character, and they're tied up. But the trick with that is they're tied up and sometimes blindfolded. So they're blinded and they feel like they can't move. But it's just their hands. Okay? It's not all the way up their arms. Their legs aren't bound. And the swords aren't trapping them in all the way. Okay? That means, okay, and that's why I say with this Eight of Swords, you're never as trapped as you think you are. Okay? Yeah, you're never as trapped as you think you are. Okay? And you have the ability to get through your exam with the right preparation and the right self-care. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to give you this piece of advice. I had one of my professors in school give this to me. You're being given a piece of paper, or you're being asked to do it on a computer. You're smarter than that. Okay, you're smarter than that piece of paper. Okay. So good luck. I hope that helped. You are not too late. I'm happy to help you. I think you're going to be the last reading, because I do need to sign off at some point. So if there's any way I can help, I would be happy to do so. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. I'm happy to help. Good luck. You know what? I might not see you again, but I'm rooting for you. Okay. So, let's see what I can do for you. Okay. All right. So, you're looking to potentially block an X. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. So, okay. Well, Four of Wands. Here's the thing. Okay. You might need to. Okay. There are some feelings that aren't quite clear. Okay. And you're getting the moon, which is kind of this, it's the path through the darkness. It's not clear. You're not sure what's going through. You're not sure what's coming through here. And it's not depicted. It doesn't seem to be depicted this way, or it doesn't seem to be depicted in the standard Rider-Waite with this deck. This isn't the Rider-Waite format here. But a large part of this is there's a sense of resistance in terms of what you feel you should do. And that's in part because things don't feel clear right now. Okay. You also have the Three of Wands, which also suggests that there is a need to actively prepare for what's coming. Okay, you might be in a holding pattern right now, and I'm getting there with these two cards, that you are in a holding pattern, which can be so frustrating. It's really frustrating. And you know what I just noticed? This cat character, this is a cat themed deck. This cat looks extremely familiar. Okay, it could, I'm going to read it as the same cat character, right? You're on the threshold of something potentially big. Okay. What I would ask you to do is analyze how you feel interacting with this person. Okay. You have the Four of Wands, which I think in this case is very important for you because that suggests there's a foundation under your feet. Okay. And you've worked hard to build that up for yourself. Okay. That's important. That's very important because things are not clear for your situation. Okay. What I'm going to try and do for you though is get some hidden energy and some clarifying energy, and hopefully that will help. Okay. Is it possible that you might get back together? Certainly. There's a Five of Wands here. You know what? If you getting back together means that you are causing conflict within yourself or with this other person, it might not be such a wise idea. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I've told everybody else who've asked relationship advice here. Please take this with a grain of salt. Okay, this is not, the information I'm giving you is not set in stone, and you are able to change my message to you. Okay. But if you feel that getting back together with this ex is going to cause you conflict, you do need to know. You do need to know that you have the power and the capability of making changes as you see fit. Okay. Okay. And also, if there is conflict, best to observe before reacting. Okay. So there's that. Yeah, hidden energy on the bottom deck. We have the Five of Cups. So again, conflict and disappointment could be a possibility. You know your situation best. Okay. But on top of that, you do have the power to decide for yourself. Okay. But again, because things aren't entirely clear, you will have to potentially take a step back and gather missing pieces. Again, I love that I said do some observing. Okay. All right. I do very much hope that helped. I am going to shut it down now. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. I am happy to have helped those of you in the chat. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me after the fact, my DMs are open. My social media links are listed in the description. And yeah, everything will be saved for playback. So if you want to come back and see what's going on in the video after. No, I don't think I will have time to be on tomorrow. I am trying to make a regular schedule of it. If you feel up to subscribing, that will be the best way you can keep in touch for when I do go live next. But I do try and announce my live streams in advance of when I'm going live. So again, comments are open. This video is saved in playback, and everything is in the description. So if you want to get in touch or ask questions, again with the pointing, I have been pointing at this wrong all night, but the chat, yeah, there's a pinned comment in the chat if you are compelled to give a tip or ask for a commission. Follow your heart, please, but know that I've had a blast helping you guys. I've had a blast reading cards for you. Thank you so much. I will be back with regular videos very soon, and I hope that all of you are well. Stay safe. I love you. Bye, everybody. Okay, guys on Instagram, thanks for tuning in. I will see you very soon. Love you lots, everybody. Okay.